Everybody, welcome to the stream, welcome to Zork Nemesis, the Forbidden Lands. Yeah, been a while since my last Zork stream, right? Yeah, I think was it in 2019 that my first year in streaming that I streamed Zork 1, Return to Zork, and Zork Grand Inquisitor. But I never got around to streaming the third, well, one of the other three graphical Zork games, which was Zork Nemesis. And I guess this game does have a kind of a reputation, and I do have some history, kind of frustrating history with this game. Well, let's see. I actually got introduced to the Zork series with Return to Zork. I was gifted around the same time I was gifted the Myst disc, my first Myst game. So I was kind of introduced to both Myst and Zork at the same time. It was later that I found out about the text adventure games, and so I kind of started with the graphical ones, and then went back to the old text adventure ones. And I did enjoy it. So it was like around 95, maybe 94, 95 that I first played Return to Zork, and I did enjoy it very much. But obviously, much later, I found out about the other Zork games that would eventually be released, but I didn't really get them. I didn't get to play them as they were released. It was only much later that I got this kind of weird bundle. I got this. I don't remember where, if it was online or it was some local store that had these explosive game packages, where I got actual physical disc of Zork Nemesis. It came in 3 discs. 3 discs. And I also got Zork Grand Inquisitor around the same time. I got both of them in 2004, I believe. They were around like 40 Brazilian reals back then. It was around like equivalent to $15 or so back then. But yeah, unfortunately, I did get while I did get to play Zork Grand Inquisitor back when I first bought it. When I tried installing this physical copy of Zork Nemesis, there was like a disk reading error or something. My physical copy just didn't work. But yeah, I don't think I was able. I was not obviously I was not able to return the copy. I think I took too long or something before I even tried out the game. But yeah, kind of frustrating. I ended up having this fancy coaster. I paid for a disc that did not work. So even though I was able to play Zork Grand Inquisitor, Zork Nemesis was one that I just was not able to play even in 2004. It was only much later, in 2011, where I bought the digital version of the game on GOG. I got it on GOG for like $3, $2 maybe, something very, very cheap. Obviously, back a lot of the retro games there are pretty cheap. And then I was finally able to actually play the game. Obviously, their version worked just fine. But then I think I remember. This game, it kind of has a kind of similar structure to the first Myst, in that you have this hub world, and then you have different worlds that you travel to. Not other worlds, other areas, because they are technically in the same planet. They're just other lands. But it is like a kind of hub world and sub-world structure. And I think the first sub-world that I went to, I was able to like solve the main hub world puzzles, but then when I got to one of the first subworlds, I got like really stuck on a puzzle. I just couldn't figure out, and then I gave up, stopped playing, and then I just never went back to it. So yeah, ever since like 2011, this game has been sitting in my backlog unplayed. I mean, the game actually was released in like 96, so yeah, it's only been 30 years since the game got released. Only been 22 years since I bought a physical version of the game, and only been about like 15 years since I bought digital version of the game. But finally, I got around to playing it, and I managed to beat it. So now I'm gonna take you on a journey of what it was like for me to beat the game just now. And yeah, hopefully I do want to come back to other games in the Zork series, Zork 2, Zork 3, Zork 0, Beyond Zork, maybe even other games in the Zork universe, even though they're not called Zork, they're still part of that. We'll see. But yeah, this game has a kind of a bad reputation because before this game there was like Zork 0 and Return to Zork, which were not necessarily comedic, but they were a little goofy. That's because not because they kept telling jokes or anything, but because the environment itself was kind of ridiculous. So it had kind of that Terry Pratchett, Douglas Adams sort of humor where the environment itself is so absurd that as you're wandering through it, you can't help but find it amusing. But with this game, they kind of decided to take a dark tone, so it shifted a lot to the tone of the game. It is still a Zork game. It does make references to the universe, so it is technically it is part of the universe. So you can tell that they mention a lot of other things. But yeah, all the other Zork games are part of the same universe, and there's a Zork timeline. Let's see, this Zork Nemesis, let's see, there's Zork 0, Zork 1, Zork 2, Zork 3, Enchanter, and then Zork Nemesis, and then Sorcerer, and then Spellbreaker, Beyond Zork, Wishbringer, Zork Grand Inquisitor, or no, Zork Undiscovered Underground, kind of a spin-off, and then Zork Grand Inquisitor, and finally Return to Zork is at the very end of the timeline. So yeah, this game takes place between Enchanter and Sorcerer, and in Zork Grand Inquisitor, this is actually the second graphical adventure after Return to Zork that was released. Zork Grand Inquisitor being the third and final graphical Zork adventure, they actually reference the events of Zork Nemesis. If you go back to my stream there or a playthrough, there's a museum or so that narrates certain parts of Zork history. And one part of the Zork history was directly referencing the events of Zork Nemesis. So yeah, they do acknowledge that this game exists, and this game does acknowledge that it is part of the Zork universe. It's just very different tone overall. But it's not actually a bad game. I guess it's just not as goofy as Zork fans were expecting. So if you go around knowing that it is going to be a little more serious, there are a little weird things as well, but it is going to be kind of spooky sometimes, kind of creepy, and not quite as goofy. Then yeah, you should have a good time playing this. Okay, let's see. Activision presents spooky already. Zork Nemesis. And that is this. Okay, there you go. All right. New game. Let me know if the audio is okay. It's too loud. Or, it should be okay. You already got a shadowy figure looking like he's stabbing himself? Ooh.
No one remembers exactly when it began, but I'll never forget. It began on the day of the Great Eclipse, on the day of my murder. I've lost my only love, and I've lost my life. Now we all lie under the curse. Sometimes a single act can be so evil it can curse the world,
Yikes.
unraveling the future. Only the 4 lost elements will bring the world back into balance. Then I will live again. I have but one hope left, and it is you. No one else dares come here.
Zork Nemesis. Whoa. Oh yeah. Already very somber. Got a girl saying that she got murdered. And people are cursed. And I'm stuck on this weird temple. And I can't leave. As you might expect. There's this. So yeah, it's kind of like, I guess, other Myst games, except it has this 360-degree view. Every time you go to another node, you can pan around. Hello? Hello? Anybody home? Oh, wait. It's an open door. Look, it looks like a crypt. Huh? A crypt with a magical violin, sure. Sure, why not? Hello.
Finally, someone has come. You've got to help us.
All right.
They're in the temple.
Okay. Ghost lady wants us to help. I got nothing else to do? Sure, why not? They're in the temple. It is a bit fast, the panning, so it's I kind of have to be careful. Like, oh, what, just a little bit. What does that say? When the sun and moon are joined, the entrance to eternity is opened. When the sun and moon are joined, right? Hello? Hello? Knocking doesn't work. I can raise this quite a bit. If I raise it all the way up, then the moon and sun are joined. Simple enough.
Have you come to seek the alchemists? Don't waste your time. I killed them all. You can do no good here.
Oh dear. We got ourselves a spooky voice.
persist. My secrets are my own, and no one else's. What you seek will only blacken your heart.
Okay, calm down. The ghost lady asked me to help. Eesh. Got a whole lab here. Hey, it's the magic violin. Dragon? Weird creature. Ooh. Sometimes when this arrow points downwards, that means I can look down. Usually I can only go look sideways, but in this case I can look down. Ooh. Got broken symbols. Sometimes I can look down and up. Other times only up or only down. Again, a dragon burning someone. Ooh. Climbed up the stairs. Okay. Not sure what this means, but maybe it's someone's sketchbook. Another demon grabbing someone. Thanks. I go there. Ooh. You will come to see the one thing in its correspondences. As Juperon is to tin and air, as Mers is to iron and earth, as Saturnax is to lead and fire, as Vinesenv is to copper and water. We got a lot of associations here. Might as well. And a lot of symbols too. Might as well take a picture of that. There you go. And yeah, the names of the planets here are in Zork are different. Instead of Jupiter, you got Juperon, and Mars you got Mers. Saturn it's Saturnax, and Venus it's Venusenv. But the symbols are the same though as the corresponding symbols. Although they also have these are the symbols for metals, and these are the symbols for elements. White triangle, black triangle, white triangle, white black triangle. Anything else here?
February 3. I tried to contact Dr. Vexen about the meaning of the alchemy plate symbols. He told me that all symbols have meanings in alchemy, and that everyone is controlled by the orientation of these symbols. He could not, however, tell me more of use. The man is nearly deaf and blind, a condition that I feel describes perfectly my search for answers.
Okay. Are these like recordings of the same voice, the same creepy voice that was talking to us earlier?
I live every day with the reminder of the horror I have inflicted on the others. Well, their crimes were great, and I had to be judge, jury, and executioner. Yet they do not succumb to my torture. Sartorius seems the weakest, but even that bastard will not break his silence.
Okay. You killed someone. Some people.
Last day of the year of the misuse. I I've hidden the sources of their powers away from their control. Without them, they are unable to hold back the very elements they use to keep Dominion over.
So someone used to be Dominion of elements, but now their powers are hidden. I bet I'm gonna have to find them.
I've learned the 4 key steps used in alchemy: sublimation, distillation, calcification, and coagulation. Still, I know there is more to be found. Something is missing, some vital step.
Okay.
The fortune is nearly gone. I am going in search of answers elsewhere. Rumors speak of riches beyond the hills.
Does that mean he's left? But is he speaking to me remotely?
I have discovered a vast subterranean land filled with magic and mysteries. However, I haven't found any creature knowledgeable in the black arts. A wizard may be somewhere underground, but I have yet to find him. Other treasure hunters have discovered the rooms, and I've had to kill them to protect my belongings.
Oh, hope he doesn't kill me to protect his belongings. And yeah, he discovered a vast underground area. Is that the Great Underground Empire from Zork 1? I think this... Oh, got a book. Some small progress. I can now link each of my rotting alchemists with their respective signs. Malvo has mastered the element of fire and has hidden a lucrative career of fire worship along the way. Sartorius, my mad doctor, is precisely... It is largely this element that... Oh, my mad doctor is air. Precisely because it is largely this element that fills his pompous brain. Cain must have chosen earth because his head is filled with sand, with sod, and his sun is consumed with earthly things. And Sophia, mistress of the frigid river conservatory, is water, as befits the cold hag. They are associating the alchemists with their corresponding elements. What do you call them in? Malvo, Sartorius, Cain, and Sophia. I have secreted their alchemical elements. Secreted, I think, not secreted, as in hidden. Their alchemical elements away in the temple, employing as security a complicated series of machinations. You mean puzzles? The solutions to which I alone know. They will never be able to reclaim. Kind of hard to read this sometimes. Reclaim their powers or their secret science. They will never be able to surpass the nefarious obstacle of the starfield. They will rot unavenged in hell. Still, I find myself spending endless hours in the lab. With the shades drawn, my work with air has been frustrating thus far. I accept the insufferable precept that air has no color. I will keep working alone in the dark until I find the best method of purification. But make no doubt I will possess the 4 elements, and then the 4 heralds. I will find the quintessence and forge the eclipse. There is no hatred stronger, no power greater than that which will be mine. Mwahaha. Hang on, let me lower the volume a little bit on my end. A little too loud for me. There you go. So yeah, these broken symbols, you can see that these used to be the symbols corresponding to the planets. Here's Mars, Venus, Saturn, and Jupiter, I believe. Oh yeah. Good. A lot of doors blocked off. Got a naughty painting here. Hello?
Touch what you cannot solve and return to me. I've got the hints, and I'll give you 3. Suggestion, instruction, and direction. The level of hint is at your discretion.
Oh.
But wait a bit before you flee. You must know how to advance through the 3. Touch me then.
Okay, the naughty painting is the hint system, which I will not be using. So goodbye. Wide open area. Oh. Got people. This is the Mars symbol.
Who goes there? Soldier, I am one of my men.
No.
There's no one left. Everything destroyed. Bring me Earth. That is my strength. I'll reward you. A fortune in Zork Nemesis. My kingdom. Anything. But beware. The Nemesis.
Beware the Nemesis. Is that the creepy voice that was talking to me before? So if I bring you Earth, you're going to give me a fortune in Zork mids, which is the currency in Zork world. One is Saturn.
Who comes? Is it you, Nemesis? No. A friend. Come
Yeah,
closer.
I'm friendly. Sure.
You are kind, pilgrim.
Yeah.
Bring fire. My element.
Okay.
You're in danger. Hurry.
Am I? Oh dear. We got people trapped in, I guess, coffins? In, like, suspended animation? Are they dead, or are they just, like, maybe magically frozen or something? This one is Jupiter.
Who's there?
Are you smelling me?
Melancholy, blood, color, phlegm. 4 humors.
Yeah, 4 humors.
He did this to me. Spiritus non corpus. He's mad. Air. I need air. The master work must go on.
Yeah, I'm guessing he would be kind of stuffy in this area, in this coffin. For how many, who knows how long. Of course you need air. And the symbol for Venus.
Is someone there?
No, I'm not Kane.
Who's ever there? Oh, please help me. Trapped here so long.
Sure, I'll help you.
You may be too.
Me? What'd I do?
Get water. My element.
All right, she's thirsty. I'll find you some water, sure. Got some water right here, but unfortunately I can't give it to her. Door that I can't open. Pedestal with all the 4 symbols. And the 4 triangles of the elements. All right, go back there. Courtyard. A lot of doors you can't open. No. There's a sundial. It's almost between Jupiter and Venus and Mars. You can grab this. You can't hold an inventory. It's you kind of cycle through it. Got a pretty courtyard. Turned off the water. This looks like a hand. Yeah, I found this very early on in my initial playthrough. Okay, so this horn, I guess, turns the water off. This turns it back on. Leave it off. No need to waste water. Is this door open? Yeah, but it's also blocked. I think the only door open in this hallway is this one. Huge library. Is this 6 of November? Yeah, the months, names of the months are all different in Zork world. This is November. 6th of November. From their sarcophagi they will tell me nothing. I have all but ripped their throat out, so that is to be expected. How many threats can you use upon the dead? It sickens me to live here, a demon trapped in a temple, but I must finish their work and fuel my hate with the power of the quintessence. I'm guessing this is the Nemesis, the one who trapped the alchemists in their sarcophagi. And here we got a map of the temple. Yeah, this is the courtyard with the 2 little fountains. The lab we already went through here. This is the library where we are right now. This was that other open courtyard with the sundial. And then the stairs to the main area. Here we've got the 4 sarcophagi, and this is the platform with the round area. There's a whole area around it. And we got the symbols here. Mars, Jupiter, Venus, and Saturn all the way down here. Might as well take a picture of this map. Might be useful. finish checking out the books. Astronomy for a New Age by Brogmoid Fallacy, or Why the Earth is Not Flat After All. Oh, we got all the planets. Look at that. Saturmax, Plato, Mianus, Mers, Juperon, Hermes, Venusven, and Zork. Yeah, the name of the planet we are in. Zork is the name of the planet we are in. It says, see, you are here. And yeah, Malvo, Cain, Sophia, and Sartorus. These are the people associated with the planet. Kind of makes it seem like they live on these planets, but no, they don't live on Saturn. They don't live on Jupiter. Obviously, they don't live on Venus. It's just that they are the alchemists who dominate those elements, and those elements are associated with those planets. We invite all the citizens of the Empire to read this book, to ponder in their hearts the message it contains, and then to ask the implementers, in the name of Yorick himself, if it is not undeniably, irrefutably, and without doubtably true, those who pursue this course, the right and proper course of science and progress, rather than clinging to the older tenets of the fearful and folkish Brogmoidism, and that is not simply the good nature of this one fellow that keeps it, and us from falling into the great void. Huh? I'm getting sick of all these damned eclipses. Planets must be fully in light. Got a planetarium. Okay. Interview with the Gru? The Gru in his natural habitat. Yikes. The air in the room lay deadly still, thick with the stench of a Gru in confinement. I could make out just his faint profile in the darkness, the beast, the barest glint of his razor claws, the faintest gurgle of his fetid breath. I took a step closer and was about to introduce myself, when suddenly the gurgling grew louder, and then a sort of gnashing of great teeth, and lo, the hulking bully drew a gleaming bone from his jaws, and tossed it to the floor with a grunt. It clattered at my feet, and as I looked down, I saw that it still, and I can't turn the page. So yeah, Grus in the Zork universe are these creatures that only attack you if you're in the dark, but because they only exist in the dark, no one has ever seen what a Gru looks like. This is a Gru in his natural habitat. I don't know what happens if you suddenly shine a light. Maybe they instantly teleport away. They kind of sound like, I don't know, Doctor Who villains or something. Creatures that only exist in darkness. And as soon as light is up, they poof away. So that you can never see them. The best of the new... what? The best of the new Zorker. Is that a magazine or something? Goings on about the Empire. Are the recently evacuated Forbidden Lands really cursed? Is that where we are? Or is Regent Siovar simply becoming paranoid now that the Enchanters Guild composes the first substantial challenge to his political supremacy? The theory of the curse seems legitimated by the dark series of earthquakes, droughts, missing persons, and general ill humor of the inhabitants of the region following the Great Eclipse. Though the Guild denies any responsibility for any black magic in the region, the disappearance of General Cain from Iron Dune suggests political conspiracy. Hey, Cain is one of the alchemists. And since we all know the trolls, orcs, and gnomes of the Flathead Mountains are only waiting for the slightest hint of civil strife to stake their own claim to that corner of the Empire, the clock is ticking on the Forbidden Lands. I made a small journey to the desolate regions south of Aragain, venturing southwest of the Frigid River to find out for... What? And we can't go more. We can't read anymore. Weird. Okay, next. Alchemy of Pure Love. Explore this further in lab. There's a thing confusedly formed, born before heaven and earth, silent and void. It stands alone and does not change, goes around and does not weary. It is capable of being the mother of the world. Pure love, the willing and eternal joining of two souls, is the fifth element, the quintessence, the philosopher's stone. Just like in the movie The Fifth Element. The fifth element is love. The sun and moon are two magical principles, one active, the other passive. This masculine, that feminine. There is not a compound in all nature, but hath in these two luminaries. A little sun and a little moon. What? I mean, we did see these two other symbols in that sundial. There were the four symbols of the planets, and then two more symbols. I think this is the last one. Except for My Best Excesses by Lord Dimwit Flathead. We see a lot of mentions of Lord Dimwit Flathead in the Zork games. Chapter 1. On Taxes. As I will summarize in the following 1100 pages, the 98% tax rate, yikes, is a mere pittance and nothing worth doing in this nothing worth doing in this empire can be done for any less than a full 100%. My next 2,000 or 3,000 tax bills should further illumine my immensely keen feeling on this subject. Suffice it to say that the forward-thinking legislation of the Anelecta Ludwika 22nd 1516 shall stand. Anelecta Ludwika 22nd 16. This member 788. The Lord Dimwit Flathead up to the people of Quendon. Anyone withholding payment for all taxes decreed before this date shall be killed, along with everyone they have ever met. Harsh? Ooh. I have known my share of detractor. A ruler so excessively wise, so excessively handsome, so excessively flat as myself will always find himself the subject of pernicious slander. There always will be some who lack the vision, some who think we cannot afford, plebeian concept, to erect a new continent in my own excellent image. Wait, make a continent in your image? What? Some who doubt we require, as if that were the issue, an underground flood control dam where there is no rain, as if the inspired work of the philosopher king was to be governed by the vicissitudes of the weather. I am convinced, however, that the statue of my royal selfness that I am erecting in Fublio Valley will be... And we can't... Okay, I don't want to read 1100 pages of Mr. Flathead droning on. Anything else? A knife! Magic knife. Can't grab it though. Giant globe. Probably planet Zork. Can't read anything on the ground. Okay, I think I read everything here, right? believe. In here. Yeah, going this way just goes back to this courtyard. There are actually 2 passages. Okay, so let's go back to that map. Is it here? Yeah. Wait, I think I remember something else in the lab. Let me check. There were other readings here, right? Ooh. Someone's picture. Is this the owner of the magical violin? We read that. Malvo, may he burn in hell. Okay. Got a figure of a person and some symbols around him. Think I'm missing anything here, right? All right. Yeah, so we had this whole other area on the behind the this whole other area behind the alchemists. Let's see, according to the map, let's check. The symbol for Venus, which corresponds to the element of water, would be here. This should be the corresponding of, well, the planet of Mars, but the element of Earth. Kind of funny because I always thought some places Mars is associated with fire, but here it's associated with Earth. Saturn is associated with air, and Jupiter is with fire. And this is, yeah, this is for Jupiter. You know, Jupiter is Earth and Saturn is fire. All the way around. And here it cannot go, even though there's these stairs. Can't really go that way. Let me check some. I'm not missing anything. I saw that. Large maps. It's weird because I think I remember reading about something, but I don't remember where. It's not here. We already saw this. Nothing in here. Yeah, this is only the sketchbook, right? Gotta always stop and pay attention to see if is there any place where I can look down in case I missed something. But yeah, I don't think I'm missing anything. Oh, yeah, this is symbols. This is this. All right. Well, might as well get over here. I believe this, you can move these around. Yeah. And then here. Reveals a passage. It's the same symbol that we saw on the table. No. 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 Okay. I mean, the solution, I guess, makes sense, but you could also just brute force this and try out all the positions. Got another sundial. We still have the little pen here. We can put it here. And the map said corresponded this to this, right? Yeah, this symbol. Okay, this probably must be one of the easier puzzles. Got a whole bunch of candles. You can kind of click on them, but they just make this little whooshing sound. Got some hooks on top of here. So when I first played this, I actually did not know this, but there is a specific candle that you gotta click on. And the way I found it was just, again, brute forcing. I just clicked on every single candle until I found the right one. But the right way to do it was actually to go over here, and there's this mirror hidden away that I did not see it when I first played. And then you gotta hang the mirror in one of these hooks and look at the candles that are reflected. They kind of all seem normal, right? Except very hard to see, but right here in this corner there's one candle that has a blue flame. Look at that. Can you see it right here? Looks like I'm about to extinguish it. Psst. No. But yeah, but this is on the other side, so you gotta kind of have to see the other candles to know where this one is. So there's two above, then large, small, large, and then two in the bottom. Large to the bottom. Here we go. And then to the it's this one. This is the fire with the candle with the blue flame. I clicked on it. triangle's on fire. Okay. Ooh. Hello?
Bless you, good brother. Ah, fire. Spark of the universe. I feel the heat in my very soul. The Nemesis. My daughter Alexandria was his victim. Brilliant. Beautiful. And he killed her simply because she got in the way. I couldn't save her.
That the ghost lady
For that,
from the beginning?
I'll burn yet. Sometimes I feel her spirit here.
Yeah, she's right at the entrance.
Please, help us. There is a way to bring her back.
Okay, I'll try and do my best. Okay, so I found the element of fire. According to the map, the other three are right here. Let's see. This should be air, right? Actually, now that I found an element, might as well Control S, do a little save. U1. There you go. I mean, I will be trying to finish the game in one stream, but just in case there's a, I don't know, a crash or something and I gotta reload, or if I make a mistake and end up dying, I want to be able to reload quickly, so I will be saving often. Okay, there's nothing here. Bunch of glowing stars. And the symbol here. Yes. A bunch of horns. Okay, yellow one is the sound of stuff shaking. It's the sound of fire. The red one is the sound of fire. Purple one is thunder. Green one is water. Blue one is air. And yellow one would be earth, I guess. Okay, so if blue one is air, I think if I can turn off these stars, and they will turn on some of these. I gotta... Oh! Already. Nice. I turned off all the purple stars and turned on all the blue stars. Whoa. Going up. Some colors. Color wheels. And the triangle symbol of air. Some more colors. Although here we don't have anything. Here we don't have anything, but here we do have some symbols. Everywhere else is butterfly, but here we have two beetles. Okay, these just turn down the curtains. And now the air is visible, I guess, the gas. Let's see. I think I just messed around with these until I got the right color. Not really sure which color I'm supposed to. Oh, this is fixed. This is stuck. Hey, let's see. Let me check it. Let me check this again. I think this means red should be even fewer than the other three colors. Maybe only one of the air of red, two of blue, and two of yellow. Yep. We got the air element of air. Tiny little whirlwind.
Pure air. Pure life. Oh, yes, this is good. This is so very, very good. You understand, we weren't innocents. We were alchemists, rebels, explorers, risking everything in the search for eternal life. The search began with my father. He was a scientist too. When he was on his deathbed, I made him a promise. I gave him my word that I would continue his work and never end until I had found the answer. And I did. And now the Nemesis seeks it for his own dark purposes.
Oh dear.
If he learns our secret, it will be dreadful. Help us. Help us. We cannot do it without you. And you will perish without us.
Wait, what?
Please, help us.
Alright, sure. I mean, they are still stuck in these coffins, but I guess they're feeling better with the elements. Save. Alright, yes. Did I scroll down on that one parchment? I don't think I did. That's not there. I knew it. There were more pages here that I missed. Yeah. So these associations, Juperon, tin. We haven't really encountered any metals yet. We have encountered the triangles, and we have encountered the symbols of the planets, and corresponding each one with two elements. The body attracts heaven, and this takes place in accordance with the great divine order. So it hath been, and so it always must be, from Alpha to Omega, from the beginning of Zork to the end of time. Why the why? It is true, without lie, certain and without doubt, that what is below is like what is above, and what is above is like what is below, to accomplish the miracles of the one thing. What? So it is written, the Emerald Table of Hermes, this is the first principle of our great work, the one thing. of all created things, the condition whereof is transitory and frail, there is only one single principle. All created things proceeded from one matter, not each separately from its own peculiar matter. What? Any imperfect earthly matter can be transmuted into its utmost degree of perfection. From the basest of metals can perfect gold and silver be distilled. From the basis of mortal flesh can eternal life be wrought. Well, they're trying to use alchemy to gain, I guess, the Philosopher's Stone and acquire the turn lead into gold and acquire the elixir of eternal life. This great mystery lies in the elusive power of the quintessentia, the transformative fifth element, the element of the spirit, the quintessence. Whoever possesses its secret can unlock the great mystery of the cosmos. Okay. Anything else I missed here? I thought it was a book. Is that a telescope? No. Activate that. Oh. Yeah, I didn't read these pages. I stopped at the map. This is what I was missing. 22nd February. Now that I have stolen the four elements, earth, air, fire, and water, I have hidden them in this unholy temple, where they will never be found. I cannot risk their discovery, and have employed a great number of lively machinations, instead of deadly machinations, to assure their seclusion. Well, I still managed to find two of them. The last intruder, that meddling spy Bivotax, never made it past my gallery, but at least he was able to take some time out to annoy the paintings before I bludgeoned him. Wait, what? However, in the gallery, the flow of time is as circular as the room, and I made the mistake of killing him before he was actually born? Ever actually born? What? In the gallery, the flow of time is as circular as the room. Well, there's a round room where time is circular? And I made the mistake of killing him before he was ever actually born. I shall wait to see if he returns. The spiral here. 15 Mage. Mage. Yeah, Mage is the number corresponding to May. It is more difficult to forge the four alchemical metals than I first thought. I have learned through a painful process of trial and error that it is not safe to keep the elements in their purified form. The four are not so stupid as they look. Gaining access to their secret laboratories has been a labored process. I will go drag a hot poker down Malvo's rotting belly and see if he cries out something helpful. Yikes. He just kept torturing them. 22nd Augur. I am tired of this game. I ransacked Sartorius' laboratory today, and while blood flowed down the halls, I made little progress in my quest for his tin. I am as impatient as that stupid spy who thought any fistful of dirt, any drop of water, a spark from his fine Accardian cigar, or a mouthful of his foul breath would constitute an element. Yeah, so it can't just be any source of water, any earth, or any fire that can satisfy the alchemist there. It has to be a very specific fire, a very specific air, very specific water. I must return to my work with elemental air. As I rise up to my lab and past the twinkling star field, the blue reminds me of blue skies, a more peaceful time. But I can remember little of my life before the evil descended, before my bloody rebirth. Before he became the Nemesis, I guess. Oh yeah. I think that was the thing that I was missing. I'm sure I remembered seeing something before. Oh yeah, see there's the four symbols of the planets, and these two, I think the moon and the sun, maybe, that would together form the fifth element. Quintessence. Okay, so next, I'll try water. According to the map, Venus's stuff should be here. Yeah, the symbol. A musical puzzle. And water fountains that produce notes. Okay, these two are right. There you go. Oh, the sound of something opening. Easy enough. Ooh. Is this the gallery? Is this the room where time is circular? Yep, there's a big hourglass. Okay. It's a chair. Okay. Got different paintings. Looks like the same area, but different time periods. Volcanic area. Hey, wait a second. That's from Return to Zork. The very first screen. I recognize that anywhere. Can I leave? Can I look at the painting up close? Look at that. The Futurolithic Age. Huh. The Chrysolithic Present. The Age of Magic. Isn't that the temple that where we are right now? The Zorkiolithic Epos. The construction of the temple. This is before the temple was constructed. The Frobolithic Glacier Epos. 1 million BE. Okay. The Frobolithic Lake Epos. 50,000 BE. The Brogmolithic Volcano Epos. 30,000 BE. Weird. Okay, we got an empty bowl. We can go through this opening. And check out all the the wind. Wait a minute, what? The place shifted. Turn about. No, still the same. So going this way reverses time, but if I go this way, it advances time. Oh. Are they building the temple? Oh. I hope they don't mind me stealing this. Yoink. Whoa. This is the volcano era? Huh. This is the lake era. Very nice. And the frozen area. Just a little bit of ice. Well, now we have ice in a bowl. I don't think we can... Yeah, we can't go any further back. But we can go a little forward again. Still got on our ice in the bowl. The volcanic era. The ice melted. Hey, Norman. Now we got the elemental water. I'm gathering up the 4 elements to save some alchemists.
Yes. Water. The spring of life seeps deep into my bones. Thank you. Nemesis, I can withstand you for an eternity. You understand that he murdered us. Worse than that, he murdered 2 children, Lucienne and Alexandria.
Oh my.
Innocents, not like us. Free the others, please.
I'm getting to it, don't worry. Hey there. You recently learned that Zork was one big game split into 3 games for PC release? Yeah, because the original game was too big to fit on floppy disks or in the hard drives of old PCs. So they just split. Zork 1, 2, and 3 was actually a big game. One big game. I mean, they do still have some continuity because if you finish Zork 1 and then you play Zork 2 starts exactly where Zork 1 ended. So it's kind of like, okay, there's a direct relation. There are very direct sequels. What is this game? This is Zork Nemesis. It's kind of like a Myst-style point-and-click adventure game in the Zork series. There's this 360-degree view of the area where you pan around and then you click forward where you want to go and changes to a different view. You go around. Okay, so I got a map here. Yeah, back then we called all the point-and-click adventures were Myst clones. Just like back in the day, all the first-person shooters were called Doom clones. Now we have a name for the genre, first-person shooter. But back then, we didn't call them first-person shooters. We just called them Doom clones. Okay, so in the map, there's the last corner here. This is where we'll find the element of Earth. Oh, this is a symbol. Symbol for planet Mars. No. No. And wait, Mars was associated with iron, and this is the symbol for iron. There you go. Easy enough. If you just go around reading everything, you get enough clues to solve all the puzzles. It is a pretty cool game. I mean, it was kind of not very well received back when it was released because it does have a kind of a darker tone and a more somber atmosphere compared to other Zork games. Other Zork games were not necessarily comedic, but they were more on the goofier side. Their environments had some ridiculous logic to them. But this one, they really wanted to change the tone and make it a darker, spookier game. And then after this was released, and I guess people complained, they released Zork Grand Inquisitor, which then ramped up the comedy aspect a lot more. I actually have all three of the graphical Zork games, because all the other games in the Zork series are text adventures. The original Zork is a text-only game. You write what you want to do, and the game tells you what happens. But then they released Return to Zork, the first graphical Zork game, and then came Zork Nemesis. Came in 3 CDs, 3 CD-ROMs, and then Zork Grand Inquisitor, which came in 2 CDs actually. Yeah, this was only 2 discs. They're all available on GOG. I'm playing the GOG version through DOSBox. Pretty accessible nowadays. Okay. These are just ramps. Whoa. I thought I was going to go up, but instead I'm going down. Okay. I'm going to back up if that's... Wait. There you go. Now these are stairs. Now I can go back up. Oof. I guess it makes sense that the element of Earth would be underground. Show off my collection. Oh yeah, I do like having physical copies of games, even though these days it's a little hard to acquire physical copies of all of the games that I own. But this channel, I kind of like to focus on games that I played in my childhood, games associated, like in the same series as I did. So, and I never actually ever sold a game. So all the games that I ever bought through my lifetime, I still own. So that's kind of how I have my physical games collection. So whenever I play a game that I used to play back then, I can usually show off the actual game, physical game that I owned or that I got back in the day. Ooh. A big skull stone or something. some mine carts. There's yeah, minecart. Do this. Huh? Ooh, wait. Oh, these are the 4 elements, the triangles. Hang on, which one is Earth again? Earth is the black downwards triangle. This one. Whee! Yeah, actually, I already streamed the other games in my collection. The Return to Zork and Zork Grand Inquisitor was like one of the first games I streamed on my first year streaming way back in 2019. Oh yeah, it's only been 7 years. Only took 7 years to go back to the Zork series. Oh. Just broke through a wall there. Okay, I reached those stairs. And I reached the big skull thing we saw. Is this the elemental earth? There it is. I got all the 4 elements.
The 4 powers is complete. And finally, we are reunited. Cain, Sartorius, Malvo, thank God you survived. Now we must plan our escape. You're our only hope, and we're yours. You
Okay.
must learn the secrets of alchemy in our world and retrieve our lost metals. Our time is running out. Do you understand what we're fighting? He'll kill anyone who stands in his way. Look at Alexandria, Lucienne.
It's all our fault
We've
that
all
he...
made mistakes, old friend. Terrible mistakes. Maybe now we'll have the chance to correct them.
Listen.
What? Uh-oh.
Why have you come?
Hi.
To turn your worthless ore into gold? To trade a few pitiful years for eternal life? Or I know, maybe you're the hero of the day.
I mean...
You seek the truth, my fool? Come,
Oh, thanks for following.
listen, and I will utter my truth. A truth so heinous that you will wish you had never looked upon me.
Nemesis! Neither your magic nor your dementia can save you. This one has broken through. Others will follow.
Oh dear.
Speak up, Sartorius. I don't hear you. The great alchemists. And you. Now it's time for you to join your friends.
Wait, now. Hang on, let's talk about this. I don't want to be stuck in a sarcophagus either. They're fighting back.
You must act quickly. Our powers are still weak, and he'll be back.
All right, thanks. Oof. Okay, I got a shiny golden ball. And yeah, that was the Nemesis, the villain of the story, that the one that trapped the alchemists in these in this kind of state of undeath. he kind of killed them, but then he, I guess, trapped their souls in these sarcophagi, and they only got revived, I guess, when I found their 4 elements. But I still need to find their medals, the thing that was kind of broken in the lab. Go back here. Down here. Yeah, see? There's these metals made of the metals, the different elemental metals. But they're broken. I gotta make new ones. And here's the association. So Jupiron, what he calls Jupiter, is to tin and air. So the metal tin associated with the element of air, which is the downward white triangle. Mars, this symbol associated with iron. This symbol associated with earth, the downward black triangle. Saturn, associated with lead, this symbol. And fire, the white upwards triangle. And Venusenv, the copper, and associated with water, the upward black triangle. So yeah, like I said, just gotta do enough reading, and you find enough clues to figure out all the puzzles. The real challenge is making sure you're not missing anything. Like, sometimes there's one direction where you could have gone, but you didn't know you could go that way, or there's an item you could have clicked, but you didn't know you could click on it. The main challenge, a lot of challenge of these games is pixel hunting. Saturnax, Ignis. Got the symbols. Venusenv, Aqua. Element of water. Mers, Terra, element of earth. Juperon, air, element of air. And you got these two here, Luna and Solis, sun and the moon, which together would correspond with the 5th element. Okay, we got to the planetarium. I think if I go this way, and I put some shiny ball, and then I put it upwards. Now we got a sun. Okay. So now we gotta select a planet to be in the sun's beam. Which is the first one? This one? We're in a desert. We're not actually going to the planet of Mars. We are going to the area that belongs to the alchemist that is associated with the planet. There's a tank? What? So yeah, this game, kind of like the first Myst, has a kind of a hub world and subworld structure to it. So that temple where we were is the hub world, and from that we can go to 4 different subworlds, each corresponding to one of the planet, each corresponding to one of the alchemists. And this little planet allows me to get back to the planetarium. Okay. Down. Whoa. A battle going on?
Good Lord, who are you? Never mind. Stay inside. The hordes nearly broke through. Castle's deserted. I'm the only one left. But I won't desert General Kane. Not this bloke. What are you grinning at, eh?
Okay, I guess you're very loyal, but... Alright. It's gonna keep fighting, I guess. Yeah, who knows how long... General Kane is one of the alchemists. Who knows how long he's been away, trapped in that sarcophagus. Door. Suit of armor. Big cannon. It's kind of like a militaristic world. I mean, I say world, but we are still on the same planet. But I guess it's kind of I'm still feeling like in Myst games where you actually do go to different worlds. Dog with bones. If I... Nothing happens. Okay. Oh. I fed him his bones. Ooh. I got a broken sword. Speaking of broken sword, maybe at some point I'll stream Broken Sword 2. It's another point-and-click game. I already streamed the first game, but I never got around to the second. Very grandiose. Hey, there's the rest of the sword. I just place it there. I completed the sword.
Take it. Take it!
Whoa.
You should be with me. You belong by my side. Children draw pictures. Men fight.
Hey, come on. Let him be an artist.
If you didn't sleep with the Archbishop's daughter, I wouldn't even know that you were a man.
Whoa.
I don't want you to talk about her.
Who? Your whore?
You're what?
Maybe I'll try her myself.
Rude?
Finish. I said... Finish it!
He's not a killer. Okay, so this Kane guy had a rough relationship with his son. Ooh. I can grab the sword now. Check out some of the other rooms. Ooh. Yeah, lots of paintings. This must be the son's room. Okay. Make sure I'm... Oh. Lucien, I love you. Have I written you to that? Have I written you that today? I'm distracted and playing quite horribly. I have been having these nightmares again. The same ones. My father is performing some Zorcastrian fire ritual, and the flames keep up higher and leap up higher and higher until they devour him. He screams in pain, but I cannot move. That's her dream. Then the sky grows dark and I cannot see the sun. I don't know what it means, but I worry about as his illness worsens. Come tonight, I'm afraid, Alexandria. So Lucian is the son. Alexandria is the daughter of Malvo, the guy who said Nemesis killed my daughter. Oh, you got a ticket. Lucian, you are right. Something is going on. We must leave. I wrote Father telling him everything and asking him to marry us. Father will miss me, but he'll understand. We will escape to the Westlands. I'm not frightened, Lucian. I know everything will be all right if I'm with you. Does that sound childish? I've never felt more a woman, and I am, as always, your Alexandria. Aw. Can't go through here. A book there. Can I check the book? Ah. What is this? Lucian Kane. By the powers vested by the authority of... What? Very tiny, I can't... Guard of the royal ransom as the river mage. Oh, a draft notice. That's why it's all crumpled up. I guess he didn't want to be drafted. Yeah, it's like a mirror. Goddess over a violin. Is that supposed to be Alexandria? Hey, yeah, there's a painting of her. Why is it in the fire? Ooh. Lucian, I have decided that you will be joining me on the hunt next week. I think you will come to appreciate the art of the apport. We don't have much time to prepare, and you don't seem to have any kind of knife of your own, so I thought you might make something of my old broken one. There is no scabbard for it. Any empty one will do. Kane. What is this? Gunpowder. Alright. Yoink. Can I go here? Can I check the bookshelf? I can paint. Oh. Magic paint. Build bridge, ambush, dig trenches, latrine cleaning, coup d'etat, infiltrate and destroy, serve mess, burn and pillage, split the troops, distraction, drop thadium, verify message. Secret code or something? Anything else? Careful not to miss any books. Okay. Been there. Whoa. It's a game room. Oh, cool. They got foosball. I used to have one of those as a kid, actually. Very popular here in Brazil, as you might expect. First button, candles and broomsticks. Second button, shaving a cat. Third button, fishing in the desert. Fourth button, triple splitter. Fifth button, shoot. Well, these are the 5 buttons. So. Well, first button and then fifth button, shoot. Okay. What's the fun in having a machine do it for you? All the balls. If I do number 2 and 5. Slightly different formation of the balls. Number 3 and 5. Which one was shaving the cat? Which this is the fishing desert. Okay. And the last one, 4, 5. Yeah, the different buttons arrange the balls in different formation. And somehow the white one still sinks all of them. And they end up here. Weird. Anything else? Okay. This must be Kane's room. Here I can read now. Okay. Order more nitro. What do you mean? Can't open this. 5 brave fellows stand guard over my dungeon. 3 are blind, 2 can see, but as a whole they form the key. 5 brave fellows stand guard over my dungeon. 3 are blind, 2 can see, but as a whole they form a key. Interesting. Cool. Well, he did order more nitro, I guess. Whatever that is. Ugh. It's like nitroglycerin. This is gonna blow up if I'm not careful. General Kane, I have been made aware that the presence of thadium in your vicinity is and of a particular invention which may assist me in my battles. Whatever you require to fund your experiment, I will gladly provide. Shobar? Dirigent and General of the Royal Quandorian Army. Estuary. The Enchanters Guild has formed a coalition, and I am losing control of the Westlands. Lord Elvon is under their control. I can no longer rely on the magic of the scroll. Shobar. I think this must be a reference to another Zork game, or another game in the Zork series, Enchanter, maybe? Captain, I am missing 20 sacks of gunpowder. How can I defeat my enemy abroad when Iron Dune itself is not secure? Look into it, Kane. I got one of the bags of gunpowder. This is... Oh. Maybe always be together. Is this? Yeah, this is the Sophia, right? The girl with the alchemist of water. Were Sophia and Kane together? And there's his son, Lucian, and Sophia. Can't open the lock. I do have a tiny bottle of nitro here. Maybe I can just blow it up. That's one way to open a lock. Okay. The Eastlands. Yeah, Temple of Agrippa. That's where we were. Yeah. The Great Mountain Province. The Forbidden Lands. This is where... Rostar? Temple of Agrippa. Where is it? Here, right? Desert River Province? So we're wait. Is the Forbidden Lands all these lands that are like fenced off, I guess? Rostar, that is... Aspegos Conservatory. Where's the conservatory? Here. Oh, this is the castle. Monastery. Monastery is from right here. It's from Mauveau. There's the fire guy. Iron Dune. This is where we are. We are right here. This is the element of earth. Conservatory is for Sophia, the element of water. And Asylum. The Asylum is the element of air, which is up here. And the Temple of Agrippa is is down here. One, two, three, four. Where's the fifth one? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. Temple of River Conservatory. Yeah, where's the conservatory? Can't. Is it next to the frozen river? Ah, here. Yeah, you can barely see it, but it's between one of the crosses of the border. It's right here. So yeah, like I said, all the different worlds where we go to in this game, they are actually in the same continent. We're just traveling through space, but we are still on the same planet. So right now we just went from here to here. Then you can just go from here to here, and then from here to here, and then from here to all the way there. So the asylum is the farthest one away. And I guess all of these, yeah. Except for the monastery. The monastery is not in one of the Forbidden Lands, right? Yeah, this is also Forbidden Lands. Conservatory is, I guess, inside. Weird. So yeah, kind of cool to understand the map of the world, where everything is. Even though it doesn't really matter to solve the game, but still cool. Breaking the siege of Iron Dome. Destroy cannons and Elrond will fall. Decoy with powder. Could build bridges with enemy distracted. Split troops. infiltrate through Mecca to land and Copper Hill and Elrond's cannons. Let's see if destroy his cannons. Yeah, destroy his cannons, then he will fall. And this is where we are right now. This castle called Iron Dune. General, I have found some items pertinent to your collection. The most remarkable weapon of assassination. Oh dear. A sword that masks as a snake. And a cleaver cannon disguised as a cat. What? Lord Flathead himself commissioned the menagerie of arms to show that his compassion for animals runs as deep as his nature is violent. What? I will arrange a showing at your convenience. Sincerely, M.K. Frobsworth. Huh? Oh dear, another letter with this font. Very hard to read. Dearest Thados, I lie here in my bed and I listen to the poetic end. I miss you. Damn Elrond, I know you are fighting for what you believe in. I hate him for what he's done to you, and I hate him even more for keeping you from me. But still, there are those I hate more. I am so jealous, Thados. You can pick up a sword and gore your enemies in the name of all you love. My enemy is bosomy and soft-spoken, and she wears a dress and sleeps in your bed, my heart. What? Would that I could be your wife, that we could have a family, something more than stolen moments. This lost life of mine, I cling to our dear mad doctor and his dreams of oblivion. For an eternity with you, I will endure all his pretentious alchemical trumpstings, and 50 Lady Kane and 150 Lady Kanes and 100 Elrons. As ever, Sophia. So Sophia was not his wife, it was his mistress. He was cheating on his wife with Sophia. Yikes. Kane, I read about Elrond and his alliance with the Enchanters Guild, and I wept for you. These are dangerous times. I will not sleep until all those who mean you harm are put to eternal rest. But I take heart knowing that we are deciphering more secrets of this magical science with each new day. Soon, love, we will not worry about power. Sophia. Darling Thaddeus, crushed the barbarians' hordes, and even the Grand Siovar soon so he's content. Congratulations on your recent victories, but take heed upon your return. The battle is far from over. In your absence, Elrond has discovered a powerful scroll, and I am scared. We are deep into the great work. If they learn of our secrets, the Enchanters Guild and others will surely kill us. Ooh, so all their alchemical researches was like illegal? Okay. Back. I guess one of them did call himself like a rebel. 5 Oracle. I don't know what to make of Lucien's odd behavior, painting pictures of naked women and then hiding them on his own easel. He's become a man with a man's free will, but what of my missing gunpowder and supplies? Am I to tolerate insurrection in the name of my son's independence? It seems as if he wants nothing better than to irritate me. Much more of this, and I will be forced to send him to his mother in Antharia. for my... photos. Yeah, this is not Sophia. This must be Lucien's mother. Temperature which attempt to cast the metal. Casting at too cool of temperature is useless. Casting with too intensive heat can have fatal results, of which proof is my recently destroyed laboratory in Fenchar. General granted knighthood. General Thaddeus Kane. Also, Kane is his last name. So Thaddeus Kane and Lucien Kane of the Desert River province granted knighthood November 7, 923. Thaddeus Kane of the River, famous of his battle against the barbarian hordes, has granted knighthood today. An elaborate ceremony at Siovar's Palal State in Aragain. Siovar anointed Thaddeus Kane in the applause of various well-wishers, including Sophia Hamilton of the Desert River Branch Conservatory and François Mauveau, noted author of The Brogmoid Fallacies. In the name of the rightful and unified kingdom of Zork, Siovar thanked General Kane for his struggle to defeat the barbarian and trollish hordes that have been recently threatening the kingdom. Kane and Elrond. Dispute turns to war. Fight erupts over border regions lying between former Aragian and Desert River province. May 20, 924. The ever-increasing tensions between Lord Elrond and Sir General Kane reached their height yesterday evening when Lord Elrond declared war on General Kane. The fight has become even more critical because of Kane's rumored creation of thadium, the lethal zirradiated ore. So he named the thing after himself. He's Thaddeus. He made an element thadium. Elrond, now aligned with the powerful and political Enchanters Guild of the Westlands, has been rumored to have purchased a lethal scroll from wizard Bilboz. The result of this never-ending feud should have major impact on Siovar and whether his empire is able to expand and unite the entire Zork lands. Getting some lore here. The new blood alchemists. Reaching beyond the fifth essence. Vain puffers who spent too much time in the bellows, seeking out sacred science, a slight banker's craft, sifting through vile ashes, fool's gold in thy fingers. What thou reapeth keepeth for thine inheritance shall be noxious fumes and burnt blacker than thy heart. This swindling sophistry belongs not to the one great work, but the one false implementer. All Zork will cheer thy ruin. True alchemy careth not for the gold of this small place. He that hath everything needeth nothing. When the air and the terra, the aqua and the ignis, molten with the metals and the one element that maketh them whole, then what is wrong shall be made right. What is unknown become known, what is lost shall be found. For this is the corpus glorificationis, the elixir of life to end of the end to all. Chapter 6, the Four Elements. The four elements correspond to the four humors. The fire is the yellow bile, cholera. The air is the blood sanguis. The water is the phlegm, pituita. And the earth is the black bile, melancholia. Of these four humors we know blood reigns as the elemental primordial. The blood of man is a reservoir of nourishment, both spiritual and substantial. It is the work of the blood to meet such nourishments from head to heart, quickening the dead bones and raising the vile body to the sphere of the immortal soul. In the purification of the blood lies the purification of all things. In the worth of the blood lies the worth of all things. In the cause of the blood is the cause paid for all things. There is only this way and none others. Is the bloody fifth element. Yes. Yeah, some of these books are kind of a little confusing. Not all of them actually offer helpful clues or lore. Turn on the air condition, is a little hot. The joy of encryption. Protecting Lord Dimrit from righteous residents of the Frisia River Valley who exposed the giant statue of his royal excessiveness. Highness was constructed at the expense of their neighborhood. Flathead men were told, in particular, you ain't nothing but a hellhound. Isn't that a song? The signal would distinguish Flathead's undercover. Everyone forgets a code now and then. Hellhound, you ain't nothing. Men stammering, you ain't nothing. Hellhound, which is the first line, rather than you ain't no friend of mine, which is indeed the last. Lord Nemesis lost 3,000 of his best men and vowed to make Elvis Flathead required listening for his troops of the future. Yeah, isn't that an Elvis song? You ain't nothing but a hound. In a battle between mathematics and magic, magic will always have the upper hand. On the course of Vice-Regent Siovar's campaign against the powerful Enchanters Guild, Siovar's spies would attempt to send encrypted reports back to the castle Zork, only to find that the numbers would rearrange themselves before the very eyes of the code breakers, forming nonsensical non sequiturs, such as thaumaturgy is a walk on the slippery walk, and religion is a smile on a yippee. Siovar then implemented the Zenigma mechanical encryption device, replacing the more fallible mathematic mnemonic systems with pulsing electricity. Clearly, the wizards are concerned. The best secret is the secret you don't have to hide. Just like the Enigma machine in World War II. Would be that by doing a rudimentary exchange of the numerical base conversion for the corresponding characters, one who could establish an initial transaction table of values. Applying this method, we can reconstruct the first message fragment to be, while the sun is between the second and third quarter. However, the creator of this scheme predicted such an obvious decryption approach and took measures to ensure that any such attempt would not only fail to produce the real message, but through careful wording by the encryption party, would result in a convincingly realistic false message, with occasionally humorous and often disastrous results. Cryptologists have long considered the science to be more entertainment than work. It is nonetheless so in Zork, with its peculiar Quindorian fondness for the add puzzles and time-lapse for the enchanters. Encryption is a game. Magical way of life had experience in the furious enchanter rushing at you as you leave the market, screaming at the top of his lungs, Zuka, Zuka, Zoo, only to stop dead in his track, unable to remember if he is casting a spell that will bless you with sharp hearing for the remainder of your natural life, or turn your recently purchased eggs into overripe cabbage. Odds are he attended a top thaumaturgical college, been given a book with a few decent, fairly powerful spells, and spent a good deal of time trying to memorize all of the trendy new incantations. But let's face it, if those magic words weren't encrypted, he'd be out of a job. Okay, but there are a few highlights here. Everyone forgets a code now and then. The best secret is the secret you don't have to hide, and encryption is a game. So there's a code hidden in plain sight in a game. Dear Kane, I have long dwelt on the power of air, but not considered it as a source of purification. As such, velocities as your blueprints describe, I feel sure it would tear impurities from even the very core of evil. I'm so certain none but the purest metals could withstand it. Destruction of purity, a perfect solution. Still, I have some misgivings. Before air, your plan suggests the simultaneous combination of forces of fire, water, and earth. This must necessarily be an explosive combination, but not an impossible problem. I have long experimented with injection molding for limb replacements. As long as the mold is inserted into the case with holding before applying heat, my experiments have been successful. Sartorius. That's one of the alchemists. Okay. Anything else? We've got some books here, but I can't read them. Guide to... Yeah, the resolution is too low. I can't really read them. It'd be cool if this game ever got like a remake, a high definition remake, where like navigation, maybe even like what they did with Real Mist, you know, make the navigation in real time, and so you can get up close to all the places. I mean, these days you could recreate this entire area, and not have to be pre-rendered. Another suit of armor that you can lower and raise its visors. Yeah, I think I'm done. Yeah. Oh, wait. I do have some gunpowder now. And I can now open this. I fed him a bunch of bones. Add the gunpowder. And now we have a little cannon. Boom. That's another way to open a door. One way, use nitro in the lock to explode it. Other way, fire a cannon at it. Hey, what did it say? The Battle of Fort Grispeter? Whoa. I'm sorry? Sound balancing, I can't hear anything. The sound of the water is drowning out the sound of the narration. Why someone infiltrated something? And there are no subtitles either. I checked. The Armada was something? First victory of something? Yeah. I could not understand anything. Could not hear a word. Well, some words, but not enough to understand what was being described there. The Battle of Flood Control Dam number 3. We've seen the Flood Control Dam number 3 in Zork 1 and Return to Zork. And in Zork Grand Inquisitor. So that's a very famous dam in Zork games. The FCD3. Flood Control Dam number 3.
The most famous battle of our time, the Battle of Flood Control Dam number 3, ended the barbarian rebellion and uprising. General Kane, then Second Lieutenant Colonel, using his enemy's prime weakness against them, decided he needed a distraction to allow him to carry out his final solution plan. He sent a party of troops to a high mountain where they made considerable noise, bewildering the barbarians as to the intent of the exercise. While the barbarians were conveniently enthralled with the noise, Kane prepared for their destruction by lining the inside of his forces with matchsticks he found in a lobby of the dam.
Well, we found those matchsticks, but not quite as many.
That night, when the barbarians attacked, Kane ordered his center to fall back against his flanks. The barbarian army poured through the gap in his lines. Kane then lit his prepared matches, illuminating the center of his horseshoe position. Too late, the barbarians tried to retreat, only to be trapped against the dam and destroyed by the light.
Whoa. So these are Kane's past battles. He made them into, it's like a little museum retelling the stories. The maneuver at Stonewall.
In 747, Stonewall Flathead was the first to use the massive feint as a brilliant military tactic. In the maneuver at Stonewall, for which the military Flathead derived his nickname, Flathead had learned that the opposing forces had taken the old fort as its principal headquarters. Flathead realized that a straight-on attack would cause many of his wealthier trained soldiers to perish. Dividing his army, he attacked directly with his small band of peasant conscripts, while his trained soldiers circled and attacked from the rear's smaller wall.
This separated his troops between the untrained peasants and the elite soldiers. Okay, wait, I guess this was 200 years ago. It said it was year 700, so this is not one of Kane's battles. Maybe just historical battles in Zork's history that he's fond of, I guess, to learn about all the strategies.
The tactic was a complete success and resulted in total surprise. Unfortunately, the information about the old fort was wrong, and the opposing forces had not taken the wall or its fort. When the smaller army appeared at the battlement so quickly and without a fight, the conscripts mistook the elite brigade for the enemy. This was unfortunate for the peasants, as the elite brigade was both well-named and vengeful. The vast majority of the peasant army was soon slaughtered.
Oh dear.
Nonetheless, had the enemy in fact been there, the strategy would surely have been a successful one.
So no, they invaded the castle, but there was no one there, and they ended up killing each other. Well, one group of soldiers killed the other group of soldiers. Yeesh. Yeah, if the enemy had been there, it would have worked. That's their excuse. Yikes. Yeah, this game does still have some comedic elements, I guess. Like the flathead, dimwit flathead of that taxes, that if you don't pay his taxes, you'll be killed along with everyone they've ever met. Let's go. The Yippel Rebellion.
Dundor of Rimenax in 466 led one of the great and early battles of the Empire.
Yeah, 466.
Dundor bravely crushed the rebellion of Yippels, much larger and more powerful than those described in the Sorcerer packaging. He employed a unique strategy. Faced with heavy fortifications, Dundor ordered his cavalry to advance up the far side of the river. Although the river was too dangerous to ford, Dundor built a bridge under darkness. The Yippels were taken completely by surprise, as the cavalry was no longer held back by the torrential waters.
Okay. learning about the histories. Battle in progress. Oh.
That can't be Kane. Who's there? Get away from the equipment, you hungus.
Sorry. I gotta put in the right code, otherwise he will know that I'm not Kane. Battle in progress. The Diablo Massacre. Yeah, that the voice was the guy from the door who told me to stay inside.
In this scene, Duncan Thrax shows his daring, cunning, and ruthlessness. The natives had held the larger army at bay for some time, but Duncan Thrax had a plan. He began by making a feint with his vanguard, attacking the heavily entrenched enemy. After a short skirmish, the brave general ordered a hasty retreat. The natives, imagining victory was within their grasp, began a pell-mell pursuit. Duncan Thrax led the natives through the pass and into the plains beyond. And there his waiting army closed on the chaotic horde and destroyed them.
Yeesh. I guess that's the winning strategy. Pretend that you're running away, make your enemy run after you and into a trap. And yeah, as it happens, this right here, this was the puzzle that made me stop playing this game when I first tried playing it, because I could not figure out which numbers to input here, and I thought that I needed to know what was being said during this battle. But because it was so loud, I thought, whoa, is my copy of the game bugged or something? Am I supposed to hear this, but I can't hear it because of something wrong with my game? So I thought, am I stuck? Am I just unable to acquire enough information to solve the puzzle myself? I kind of refused to look up the answer, so instead I don't know, I tried looking up any information about this. I just didn't find any bug about this game, so I guess I gave up eventually, or at least well, gave up for the moment. It's not like I gave up permanently, but I just okay, I can't see a way to solve this, so I'm just gonna stop for now. So I ended up spending many years just not playing this game because of this particular puzzle. I think just like I did in this playthrough, this was the first world I went to. I didn't even bother trying to go to the other worlds, but I did solve all of the elemental puzzles from the hub world, and then I gained access to this world, and I came across this puzzle, and then I got stuck, couldn't progress. I didn't even bother trying going back going to other worlds, but I just got stuck. But now I know what to do, and I was able to beat the game without looking up any info. Some stuff was accidental. For example, I just happened to click on this statue while holding the sword, and then I heard the sound of a noise opening, a noise of a door opening. This is open now. So this was kind of accidental. I did not know you were supposed to put your sword into this statue. I was just messing with the statues to see if they would unlock something, and then I just happened to find this. Oh, look at this. The Age of Archery. Sure likes his museums. Age of the Future. What are these? The Age of Barbarity. Medieval weapons. The Age of Cain.
Thadium particles detected. Fatality predicted in 45 seconds.
Wait, what? Better leave that closed. I guess Thadium is highly radioactive. More weapons. The Age of Powder. Got guns and bombs and cannon. And you got these stained glass windows. Got 5 suits of armor. And if you notice, this one has the visor down. This one has the visor up. This one has the visor up. This one has the visor up. This one has the visor down. Remember, there was a clue that said about 5 people guarding, 5 soldiers guarding their dungeon. 5 can see, 2 are blind. All together they form a key. Okay, one of them is this samurai-looking dude. Yeah, I just put all of them down and see which ones has the visors up. No, which one has the visors down? This medieval guy has the visor down. This Roman guy has the visor up. The Spanish conquistador has the visor up. The samurai has the visor up. And this other medieval guy has the visor down. Okay. Put you down for now. Let's go after all the armors. So medieval guy, visor down. Where are the other ones? Oh. Conquistador guy, visor up. That's 3 for now. Oh wait, 1, 2, 3. Where's the other? Ooh. The Roman-looking guy, visor up. And then the other medieval guy, visor down. I think that's all of them. And then the samurai would be visor up. Wait, no. Visor down. He has a mouth guard. His visor up will block his vision, so his mouth guard has to be down. And this door opened. Oh. So they're guarding his dungeon. Oh yeah, I haven't saved in a while. Let me save here. There you go. Bunch of doors. I found this symbol in his room. It must be the key. Yeah, that is the symbol of Mers. And bathroom. Huh? Drawings. Agrippa, Iron Dune. He drew a map how to get from Iron Dune to the Temple of Agrippa. Ooh. Oh, hi. A skeleton guy.
No, 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 no! Don't leave me here to rot. Code number 1 is bridge.
Oh, I'm sorry to say you were left here to rot. You say code number 1 is bridge?
I would never double-cross the General. I didn't steal nothing.
Okay. This is where he tortured his prisoners.
Oh! Stop! I'll tell you. Code 10. Decoy the enemy.
Code 10, decoy the enemy.
Radio code 12. Verified. Code 12. Verified.
Yikes. I don't know what this wheel does, but it sounds painful. Wait, what is that bottom thing doing? I don't want to know. I don't want to think about it.
Radio code 6. Infiltrate.
Radio code 6 infiltrate? Huh? What was this on again?
Please retreat.
Yeah, I don't want to think what this bottom part is doing. 3 is latrine. Ugh, got a head crusher.
I'll tell you a bloody thing. Code 9. Split the troop.
Yikes. Code 9 split the troop. I guess that's how he learned all those codes that we found on the painting. Oh my. Oh, that's a lot of blood. This one didn't even say anything, he just screamed. Yeah, like I said, this game can be a little dark sometimes. A lot darker tone than other Zork games. So it was code 1 bridge, split the troops, decoy, latrine, verify message. Yeah. These are very specific codes. When I first played this, I'd actually never found this part. And I think I knew about all the different codes. I just need to know which ones to use on that button, on those buttons. But then I found this one map in Kane's room. This one. Breaking the siege of Iron Dune. Is this detailing the strategy that we must employ on those numbers? And then, yeah, these kind of look like the codes that we saw: decoy, split troops, build bridge, infiltrate. But then, what about the cannon? And what about the last code? There are like 5 codes, and I only see like 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4 codes. And what about the order? Kind of, the arrows kind of don't really say where to start. Although it says build bridge while enemy is distracted. So maybe decoy is before bridge. And then after bridge is split troops. And then infiltrate. But then what's the last one? That even after using this strategy, I kind of got really stuck, not knowing which code to put in. So I was kind of really frustrated at this point, thinking, oh, am I gonna get stuck again on the same place, on the same puzzle? Kept trying different numbers, pressing the button, and he kept saying the same thing. This is not Kane. Who are you? Get out of something. Let me check. I still have the codes. Yeah, so the code starts with number. What was the number? I didn't take a picture of the 10 decoy, then 1 build bridge, and then 9 split troops, and then 6 infiltrate. But then the last one, I just didn't know.
That can't be Kane. Who's there? Get away from the equipment, you hungus.
You hungus? Is that an insult? Until I think, I don't know if I tried number 11, which I think was about dropping Thadion. I thought, oh, is that related to the cannons? Then by some chance I tried number 12, which was verify message, and that worked. I just happened to get the right code.
That did it. The enemy is retreating. Excellent plan. Iron Dune is secure. Repeat, Iron Dune is secure. Old soldier, over and out.
So yeah, I finally solved the puzzle that got me stuck when I first tried playing this game. Sometimes you need a little bit of luck in with these games and just happen to put in the right number. Or sometimes you just brute force it. You just try all the numbers. If you get 4 of the 5 numbers right, you can just keep trying the 5th number until you get the right one. Okay, so now, what do you have to say?
I don't know how you did it, but hallelujah.
Okay, so the battle is over then. Oh, I can go out now. I get to go into his tank? Cool. You got a sexy calendar. But I gotta input 6 numbers now. Or it won't work. And there's this empty can. Well, I found out what the Thadium is for. Eventually. If I thought I could just hurry, grab the Thadium, and get back to the tank. Where was it? Here, right? No. No, in the here. Yeah. No. Where's the Thadium? Or there. Yeah. Alright, time to save. Yeah, I can't save while zooming in. Save. Yes.
Fattium particles detected. Fatality predicted in 45 seconds.
Ah, quick. Hurry. 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 Get to the tank. Over here. Obviously,
Warning. Fattium particles disintegrating. Fatality predicted in 30 seconds.
Obviously, I wanted to see what would happen if I just waited.
Warning. Fattium particles disintegrating. Fatality predicted in 20 seconds.
That wasn't 10 seconds, what? This clock is ticking a little too fast.
Warning. Fattium particles disintegrating. Fatality predicted in 10 seconds.
Didn't work. I can't click it. I can't put it here. Oh no. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Can I put it back?
You've got that special glow.
Nope. I'm dead. You got that special glow. I died of radiation. You have died. So yeah, you can die in this game if you do the wrong thing. It's not like one of those old school games where you can get soft locked and not be able to progress, but it's more like an immediate death. Oh, you have this like two choices. If you pick the wrong choice, you die. Right choice, you solve the puzzle. So I don't mind so much when a game has this kind of like point and click adventures usually don't allow you to die or usually don't have a fail state. But if the fail state is something like very immediate, something that it's like you if you do the wrong thing, you fail right away. I guess there's the frustration of, okay, what if I hadn't saved in a long time? I would have to do like redo a bunch of puzzles. But in this case, they did warn me a lot. So they kind of gave me plenty of advanced warning that in 10 seconds you're going to die if you don't. And yeah, this is the crypt from the very beginning where the magical violin came out of. All right, restore. So a way to safely transport this thing is to
Fattium particles detected.
Put it in this.
Predicted in 45 seconds.
Press this button here. Where is it? Wait, put it here. Press this button. Put this in this canister, and press the button again. Close it. And now it's safe to transport in this bottle? Question mark? Is it a bottle? Is this capsule? I guess.
Warning! Warning! TED detected. Evacuate to safe distance immediately. Repeat. Evacuate to safe distance immediately. Fatal radius 5 miles.
5 miles? Oh, wait, what? Oh dear. Well, at least not being irradiated anymore, but it's still dangerous. A dangerous thing that I'm carrying. But this thing is going to allow me to power the tank.
Fattium contained.
There you go.
Threat averted.
Oof. I still need the code for the tank though. But remember what the encryption notes said. Encryption can sometimes be hidden in plain sight. And encryption is all about a game. Let me check. Check the game room. Yeah, remember the billiards? Candles and broomsticks, shaving a cat, fishing in the desert, triple splitter, shoot. We are in the desert, so what about fishing in the desert? That makes sense, right? So, third button, shoot. This machine just happens to shoot all the balls in the same exact precise way that they all fall in the same order. And this is a six number code. What a coincidence. Take a picture. Seven four one 953. Yep, code hidden in plain sight in a game. I didn't know when I first played this. Obviously, I wrote down all of the codes, and I tried all of them on the tank just to see which one would work. Check my picture. Seven four one. Nine 5-3. Okay, and then we press the button. Woo! Got Dyson air purifier. Oh, shot the target and opened the thing. There we go. Reached a new area. Nice. We save. Might as well. Tadium Enterprises mold primer. Ooh. Wait. Might as well make this mold into the proper symbol. I guess in theory I could also make the Venus symbol, but this is the Mars world, and obviously this is the one I need to make. Didn't even need to see that clue on the cell door, on the inside the cell wall. Okay, I got the mold. Down. It's an elevator.
Unprotected personnel prohibited. Please leave immediately.
Uh-oh. Wait. Okay, got some funky machine going on. Putting the mold here. Arm. Okay. Disintegrated. Okay, it was not good enough. What about this? Huh? Okay. Still the yellow. Is it good enough?
Danger. Ore converter overheating.
Uh-oh.
Thermometer maximum exceeded. Repeat. Danger.
Fan. Pull it. Oh, nope. Disintegrated. Oh dear. So yeah, this I think took a little trial and error. I think right in the middle is what you want. It's not too hot or too cold. And then you blow on it, pull it down.
Warning. Fatal exposure predicted in 60 seconds. Please leave immediately.
No? Still no? Alright, wait. Wait. What do you mean fatal explosion? Wait. Put it back down.
Fatality predicted in 45 seconds.
Uh-oh. What about... This one? Right between yellow and red, right? Right. Trial and error. Arm, yes. Fan. Oh, that worked. We got a cool medal.
Fatality predicted in 20 seconds.
Touch it. There you go. Uh-oh. The eclipse is starting. Alright, but we got one of the medals. That's one of the 4 symbols down, 3 to go. Ooh, is that blood? Whoa. Is it showing how Cain died? Knife into the throat? Oh, he has something to say.
Now you've seen everything I had. An army. Vast lands. Unimaginable wealth.
Yeah.
And my son, Lucien. I see it so clearly now.
Yeah, you're kind of a jerk to him.
I was wrong. I thought Alexandria was just an impulse for him. A bed sport. You see, I had plans for him. I didn't understand this. Love. He spoke up. I have fought many battles in my life. I have suffered defeat, and I have survived. But the murder of my son, and my own guilt, this I can barely survive.
Yeah, bet you regret it now.
Give me a chance to make amends. Let me bring back my son from the grave.
I'll try.
Finish gathering the metals and help us create the Philosopher's Stone.
Okay.
Please.
Bring everyone back to life. You and your children. Hope so. I am kind of wondering though. Should I do one or 2 streams? This would be a good stopping point, and then leave the other 3 metals for next stream. It's been 3 hours. I could do two 2-hour stream instead of 1 6-hour stream. I wonder. Yeah, there's still a lot. Still a lot to go through. Maybe I'll split the streams. Just like, yeah, in Return to Zork, where I also finished in 2 streams. In Zork Grand Inquisitor, I finished in 3 streams. I can finish Zork Nemesis in 2 streams instead of just 1. But yeah, I'm gonna stop here for now. Dave. We did the main hub world puzzles with all the 4 elements, and now we gotta forge new metals in the shapes of the symbols, just like the ones that were broken in the lab. Oh yeah. If you like these kind of old school games, point-and-click adventures, RPGs, platformers. I played a lot of PC games and console games from way back in the day, in the 90s, early 2000s. So yeah, if you like these kind of games, make sure to follow the channel. And if you like the Zork series, you can check out the other Zork games that I've streamed. They're up on my YouTube channel. So You can. I think there's a playlist of Zork series, because you'd have to scroll back quite a bit to get to the very my early streams. But if you go on playlist, you can just find Zork series playlist or the point and click adventure games playlist, and then you find the other Zork streams. Oh yeah. It's been fun going back through this game. Like I said, it's not a bad game. It's just a different tone than the rest of the series. So if you're okay with the shift in tone, it's not so bad. But yeah, this has been Zork Nemesis. Hope you had fun. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye.